I let the light build up, guys. We have 3 more minutes. We have 2 minutes to go. Okay, we have 1 more minute. Yes. Okay, welcome guys to another episode of Motivational Monday, where each one teach one. Hope everyone is having a wonderful day today. Hope you had a wonderful weekend, as much as I did. If you have celebrating a birthday today, happy birthday. May God bless you and keep you strong and healthy. And if you had anybody that passed away within the weekend, may the souls rest in peace. All right? So, here we go. Father, thank you for always being there for us, whether we realize it or not. Your love washes over us daily, hourly, and moment by moment. We are so fortunate to have you walking with us and loving us for your goodness. No bounds. Thank you for who you are. Thank you that Jesus made it so clear that I will need to be careful about who I allow into my inner circle of our lives. Thank you for the people who are truly joined in the Spirit with us and who we can count upon. Help us to keep them close at all times. In Jesus' name I pray. Amen. All right. Again, guys, my word for this week will be riposte, a quick, clever reply to an insult or criticism. My word for this week is riposte, a quick, clever reply to an insult or criticism. All right, so remember, that's my word of the week. All right. So I would be having later on my program my good friend Tamara Carter, and she will be talking a bit later on the healing journey for women. And Tamara has, I'll read her bio for you guys a little later on, but we'll bring her on so and chat with her a little bit. So my health tip for this week is Graves' disease symptoms. A lot of you maybe heard of Graves' disease before and not knowing what it is. So again, I'm not a doctor. I'm reading from Google, which anybody could look up and see what different types of diseases and different things, right? I just like to bring light on certain things. Thank you, Dane. Welcome for locking in tonight. Graves' disease is what's called an autoimmune disorder. This means your immune system attacks a healthy part of your body by mistake. In Graves' disease, the immune system attacks the thyroid, causing it to become overactive and produce more thyroid hormone than the body needs. This is called hypodermism. Graves' disease is the most common cause of hypodermism in the United States. While hypodermism for Graves' disease itself is not fatal, it's a very serious condition, right? If left untreated, it can spread your body metabolism and lead to other health issues such as heart and weaker bones. Graves' disease affects your thyroid and can cause many different symptoms. Some common Graves' disease symptoms include feeling tired, fast or irregular heartbeat, irritable and anxiety, frequent bowel movement, trouble sleeping, weight loss, sensitivity to temperature, Graves' disease and eye changes. If the Graves' disease, you may also notice changes to your eyes. These changes to your eyes are actually not symptoms of Graves' disease, but a symptom of a separate condition called thyroid eye disease. Up to 50% of people with Graves' disease will develop TED, which is the thyroid eye disease. Some common symptoms for TED are dry, gritty eyes, red, swollen eyes and eyelid, watery eyes, eye pain, sensitivity to light, blurring eyes, double vision, reacted eyelids. Your eyelids can't close properly. If you are experiencing new, severe, or pertinent symptoms, contact your healthcare provider. The symptoms may vary significantly from person to person. Some of the common symptoms are enlargement of your thyroid gland, sudden weight loss, mood swing, heat sensitivity, and an increase in perspiration or warm, moist skin, abdominal in menstrual cycle, frequent bowel movement, weakness, change in skin texture and color, especially on top of your feet, and palpitation, fast heartbeat. Symptoms of Graves: puffy eyes, pain in your eyes, change in the vision, bulging in your eyes, light to sensitivity, and redness in your eyes. So once again, I'm not a doctor, but these are some of the symptoms for Graves' disease symptoms. All right? I know a lot of you know Wendy Williams. She suffered with Graves' disease, and if you notice, she has the bulging of the eyes and different things. You understand? So just bringing a little awareness of what Graves' disease is all about and what are the symptoms that you will be looking forward to. All right? Once again, not a doctor. Please get professional help. These are just little health tips so that we all could be on the same page, you know, to get healthier and to, you know, keep balance. All right? Again, exercise is also good. Drinking a lot of water is good for healthy skin. I know a lot of people who are over 50 don't even wear glasses and different things, which is good. Continue to have good eyesight. Your health is your wealth. When you know better, you do better, right? And each one of us could teach some one of us something daily. Just take care of yourself. Remember, COVID is still around. Be careful. You know, wear your mask if you know you have or you're highly risk going out there. Some people are taking precautions, some are not. But again, if you're high risk, you know yourself, keep yourself safe. Right? Good night, everyone. Good night, Lisa. Good night, good night. So I'm going to read a little bit about my special guest that I am about to bring. So let me read her bio for you guys. Tamara Carter has worked in the beauty industry for over 30 years. Coming from a cosmetic and fashion background, she studied at Toronto Astute Paul Mitchell Hair Academy and has had excellent opportunity to appearance and train with the world's best luxury salons and spa. She has worked with Toronto's elaborate production in theater and television. Miss Carter has owned, operated, and managed successfully salons and wellness spa business globally. Miss Carter has worked as a celebrity stylist in Toronto, New York, London, Africa, and the Caribbean, where she has bought her luxury hair and eyelash extension brand, Knee Plus Ultra, to life. She has spent the last 10 years expanding her brand and developing her coaching skills for training and facilitating internationally beauty trade shows and classes. Miss Carter is currently traveling internationally where her exclusive curriculum on creating wealth in the beauty and wellness industry. Miss Carter provides exclusive training for luxury salon and wellness spas worldwide. Anne is a host and founder of Lady Boss International, a platform for women in business to develop skills and training needed for self-employment, self-development, and business startup. Miss Carter's passion and drive for excellence in the beauty industry is taking her to new levels where she can continue to empower and inspire women and create independence for women worldwide. All right, so I'm going to bring her on. If we cannot get her on Facebook, I'm going to bring her on WhatsApp. Yeah, if I can't bring her on Facebook, I'm going to bring her WhatsApp. I sent her a request. If not, I'm going to bring her on here. And we're going to chat with Tamara. I've known Tamara for umpteen years now, due to my friend Colette. Tamara is her cousin, and I had the pleasure of always keeping that friendship and everything with her. So we getting her, yeah, hold on. We getting her on WhatsApp now. Let me set her up great so we can see her. One moment, Tamara.
Yeah, I don't know if you tried on the Facebook. It was.
Yeah, I tried, but I didn't get it. So,
Okay.
Yeah, hold on. Let me put this up in the corner. Yeah, I tried.
Let me see if I can. I'm gonna try to invite you on the Facebook too.
Okay, try.
But
Yeah, try and see.
Okay, let's see. If not, then we'll continue with the WhatsApp.
Yeah. If not, we can do it WhatsApp. That's fine too.
Okay.
They hearing you. Dana and Nicole, you guys hearing us good? Yes. Okay. All right. So
Yeah.
welcome Tamara to Motivational
Thank
Monday,
you.
where each one teach one. Thank you for spending the time with us and chilling. So I just read
Oh,
out
no problem.
your bio, giving people just a little, introduction to you. So you can go ahead and speak.
Okay, so my name is Tamara Carter. I'm a beauty business and wellness coach. I've been in the industry now for like forever.
Yes.
So maybe like over years. I have my own training facility. I travel internationally to open up spas and wellness centers. And I do all kinds of beauty services, but now I'm in the last couple of years I've gone over into natural and holistic medicine and trauma recovery and therapy. So there's a lot going on.
Okay, great. So Tamara, I know we have been friends for many years. Thank you for our friendship. And this program is about educational, upliftment, giving people out there some sort of encouragement, not giving up, not thinking that life is just we have to make it what it is. And were you born in Trinidad or were you a Canadian all your life?
I was born in Canada, but remember, I did spend a lot of my years in Trinidad as a young girl, right?
Yes.
So I was born here, and then they send you back, and the normal story.
Yes.
And then I came back here when I was about 6 or 7, but throughout the years, always going back and forth.
Right. Okay.
To
Good.
Trinidad, right?
So I just wanted people to know you have a background from Trinidad, although you're Canadian.
Yes. Both parents are from Trinidad.
Yes. Yes.
But,
So Tamara, tell us a little bit about your eyelash brand and is a hair care. What brand you have?
Well, that yes, I do have my own line of hair extensions, hair pieces, wigs, hair replacement pieces and wigs and things like that. However, with the new wellness coaching and the spa includes a lot of body balancing, herbs, and holistic healing, right?
Right.
So now I'm into a lot of holistic stuff like self-care, massage therapy, yoga, acupuncture and acupressure, cupping therapy.
Okay.
So we've added a lot of things to the beauty part, and now we're bringing in the wellness because we see how important it is for especially us Black women to be taking care of ourselves and doing that health care and self-love as we get older, right?
Right. So I want to ask you a little bit. What is the healing journey for us women? What steps do you think we need to take in that direction by having the self-care, self-love, and things like that? Can you touch a little bit on that for us?
Well, basically it starts with yourself, right? Owning your shit, owning up, releasing and healing from past traumas, because as we're learning, it's the trauma that keeps us binded. And some people might call it generational curse or so. There's so many different names for it, but basically it's trauma that's been built into our DNA, into our spirits, and the healing really needs to be done, and that is done through the self-care and the self-love, learning to release, relax, and just rejuvenate the body and the spirit, right?
Right. So here I have what is beyond trauma, and I would say beyond trauma, a healing journey for women, an evidence-based treatment intervention that specifically cater to women who have endured traumatic events in their life and who's struggling on recovering from these events, right? So when we talk about PTSD and conducive behavioral therapy and things like that, how do that plays a part in our lives?
There's just so many things, like, as Black women, our prayer life is an important thing. No matter how you slice it, whether you just call it meditation, whether you call him Buddha or whatever, that spiritual life, I believe, is one of the main things.
Okay.
And we say with God you can do anything.
Right.
So there's a healing that always has to be done in the spirit first before it can be done in the physical, because we say so beloved, so above, so below.
Right.
Right? So it really is, depending on your faith, everyone has some type of faith. We might be Christian or Buddhist or Hindu, but the intention of the prayer or the meditation to heal and to release and to forgive is what the most important thing is, right? Is that we're releasing all of those traumatic experiences through some form, either through therapy, prayer life, massage, and self-care, exercise.
Right.
So,
right. So Tamara, when we talk about self-care, we're not only talking about doing our hair and our nails, right? Can you tell us a little more about self-care for us women? I mean, we're not leaving out the men, because we have men who watch this program also. So it goes both for men and women. So tell us a little what we can do, because some of us need that sense of validation, that sense of wanting, that sense of, just feeling loving or lovely at times. So how can we go about that? What's the first step you think we should take?
Well, again, it's the self-care, like keeping up with your supplements, eating healthy, but also it's about the people and the support systems that you have around you, right? So, getting support from other women, from, the people in your life,
right,
getting them to support you and carry you through your journey,
right,
with positive thoughts and energy, right? And that's partnered up with the health care, taking your supplements, making sure that you're eating healthy, just all of those things. It's all an alignment-based thing. When we talk about alignment, we talk about the body, mind, and the spirit, right?
Yes. But Tamara, I noticed too that you have lost a lot of weight, and I've seen you take a different approach now, and Carrie saying loving yourself and different thing. So what made you make that change?
I had my own health issues. As you know, I'm always doing a million things. So a few years ago, I started to feel very depressed and tired. And you know me, I have energy for days. So I was like, what's going on here?
Right.
So I went to a natural. At first, I went to the doctor. The doctor put me on all kinds of medications that had me feeling worse.
Yes.
So then I decided to check out a naturopath doctor, a natural or holistic practitioner.
Right.
And found out, as we get older as women, we have something called our adrenals, which if we are stressed out, and we know a lot of Black women suffer from this and they don't even know, it's where the cortisol levels in your body are way too high. So you're basically wired all the time.
Right.
Part with your thyroid problems, right?
Right.
And it can just throw your whole body balance off, cause depression, cause hair loss, fibroids. There's a list of things. So with my own health journey, I had to really clean up the way that I eat and take care. Like, I couldn't just, it wasn't all about working and trying to pay this bill and trying to keep up with
life.
Buying the biggest house. If you don't have your health, you have nothing.
Right.
Right? So it was about me learning to balance everything in my life and not just make work and my career the number one thing.
Right.
Right?
Yeah, that's good. When I saw you, I was like, yeah, go Tammy, because it you could tell. I mean, I myself too, when we get a particular age, we can't eat what we want You know, we have to take care of ourselves. We have to eat differently, you know. And yes, you know, I can't eat after 6, you know. There's a lot of things I don't do anymore because I just concern about my health. And as you say, you know, we as women have to look at these things. And yes, depression plays a part and different things play a part too. But we have to take care of ourselves, self-care, you know?
That's right. And you know, as Black women, we've been taught to sacrifice our happiness, our health for the, you know, for the good of the family, for the good of our children, for the good of our husbands. It's been embedded in our culture that, you know, Black women are just self-sacrificial and we do everything for the family, and we make ourselves last. No, it's about you putting yourself first. I mean, I was taking this class. I'll give you an example.
Yeah.
You know, there was white women and Black women. So
Yeah.
they gave us a question. They said, you were on an island and you had kids to feed. Who would you feed first?
Right.
Well, all the Black women, it's your end.
Yeah.
The white woman was like, well, I'll feed myself first, because if I'm not right, they won't be right.
Right. Right.
Right? Did you see that shit?
Yeah.
We've been doing it wrong all. So it's about learning to, you know, receive also. You know, as Black women, again, we have been taught to be so strong, so independent,
Yes.
that we are the givers.
Yes.
We don't know how to receive.
Yes.
And receiving is so important in our growth, because if we can't receive, not just financially, then we cannot receive intellect, we cannot receive, you know, things that might help even better us in on our journey, right? So it's about also learning to be less independent. Maybe at this time say, you know what, sister, I could use your help with this.
Right. Yeah. Ask
You
for
know,
help.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Ask for help.
Yeah.
Right?
Because as you say again, we wasn't wired like that to ask for help. You know, we were wired where, as you said before, women, we rear the kids, we work, you know, we cook, we clean out, but yet we take ourselves last all the time. We put the husbands first and things like that. So, you know, with this health journey and health care, I think it's you know, as we say again, we have men on the show too to take care of yourself. And I think men too doesn't like to talk about themselves in the self-help area, or if they have a problem, they're very shy away about things and they don't talk about it.
Right, and the men, again, that is a whole different show, because they're even worse than us. they're not saying nothing at all.
Yes.
You know, I had 2 uncles pass away in the last couple months, all because of them not speaking up sooner. That, you know, they should have said, listen, I'm in pain, or something is wrong. But sometimes, again, we've been taught to not ask for help, and
Right.
many times we know that there's something wrong in the body, but we refuse to go to the doctor. We refuse to go get that checked out.
Yes.
And then it end up being something that we don't want to hear, right?
Right. Yeah. And I think too, coming back to the men again, you know, they don't even talk things to the partner. It's like the shame. But again, they suffer in silence, don't say anything, and when it's too bad, then I'll give you an example. Like my brother, he's in the hospital right now. Brother, I hope you feel better, right? He took him with a pain, but that's because he wasn't going off to the bathroom and stuff, right, Tammy? So he ended up now going into surgery, emergency surgery. And that's because of the intestine got poisoned from not going off in the toilet. You're supposed to go off every day.
Not saying anything.
Yeah.
Right, not saying anything. And that's so many of, you know, the problems that we have as a community is that we've been taught to just not say anything. We receive less than average care when we go to the hospital. So that's another thing. I mean, we could go on for hours about this, on why Black people are so hesitant also to go to the doctor, right?
Right.
Because we know that there's so many horrific stories of Black women going and getting misdiagnosed. And,
yes.
Just not the proper stuff. So we have to now band together as a community and look for, I mean, now I'm studying natural medicine. Look for Black doctors, look for Black holistic healers, right?
Right.
And possibly back to our bush teas and our little herbal medicines, right?
Right.
Because
once,
we all know what it.
Exactly. And I think most of the doctors here quick to give you medication, you know. And as you say, they misdiagnose a lot of people with different issues. So I don't believe in taking medication like, yes, you may have a headache or whatever, but I believe it have natural stuff. Like if you have diabetes, you could beat it. You just have to change your eating habits. And you know you're not supposed to eat the white bread, don't eat the white bread. You know you're not supposed to do a certain things, and have that discipline. I think a lot of us lack discipline.
Right. Simple life changes that can just save our lives, right? And things that have been, we know about in our culture, but again, has been taken out because of the pharmaceuticals and just the stuff that we're being taught, and leaving our culture, such as holistic medicine, you know, all of a sudden we don't know anything about herbs, right?
Right.
So that's something we need to really consider. Where did all that information go? And the Creator put every single herb and berry here for us to eat and heal ourselves, right?
Yes. Thank you, Juanita. Thank you, TJ. Thank you for locking in. Betty and Melvin. Everybody locking in. We have Tamara right now talking, and she's talking a bit about the healing journey for women and for men, but especially for women and self-care and stuff. So, Tamara, I know that these massage therapy is a big thing now. You want to elaborate a little on that for us, because I saw you put up a tape. So let's hear about it.
Well, for the last few years, I've been moving into massage therapy for pain management and just overall muscle recovery and movement, but also trauma release, right? So we know that massage therapy can help so many things: help with the circulation, help with blood flow, help with, you know, sore muscles, pain, and also release trauma in the body.
Right.
So massage is a really, really good way to relax and unwind and just get the body moving and get the toxins out of the body. And it's just a really great way to start healing your body from any type of ailments, right?
Right. So for how long you think like a session course, or how long do they go, and what they do differently? Because I notice a lot of people now opting not to do surgery anymore for the stomach and different thing, and try this massage therapy and stuff. So tell us a little bit about that.
Well, what the massage does is most of the time you are doing a lymphatic drain. So the lymphatic system is the part of our body that moves out all of our toxins, and then that is released through our lymphatic drain through, you know, sweat or going to the bathroom. So once you are moving those toxins in the body, they can get stagnated, if not basically massaged out. So sometimes you might have swelling in your body.
Right.
A simple lymphatic massage can help to drain that and just help the body to release the toxins, and you feel like 100% better, right?
Yes. Carrie saying she feeling bad. She had a milkshake today. Carrie, don't feel bad.
Don't feel bad. It's all in moderation, right? We're not saying you can't ever.
Yeah.
It's about balance and moderation, right?
Yes.
You know, we come from a culture that love to eat rich coconut milk. You're having where's the butter that's put in the food?
Margarine, yeah.
Right.
Oils, a lot of oils.
So it's about learning. You can still have your food like in milk shape. Instead of having maybe milk, maybe use a soya milk or almond milk.
Right.
Or you try to substitute things where you can still get, you know, what you want, but you're substituting for maybe a healthier method or a healthier ingredient, right?
Right. We just saying in moderation, Carrie, in moderation, especially when you cross 50, you know? Yeah, you have cheat days. Yeah.
It's not 5 cheat days.
No. No. So, Tammy, a little bit about post-traumatic stress disorder. I know a lot of us with the daily working, taking care of the kids and family and different things, we tend to be, you know, traumatized in many ways. And sometimes, we think we could save the world.
Right. Well, PTSD, as we're learning, we know that even it's something that's stored in our DNA. Like slavery, the effects of slavery not only hurt us as a community or as a race, but also internally, right?
Right.
And if we're not learning about those things and releasing that, because post-traumatic stress can come from an accident.
Right.
It can come from the simplest thing. Because trauma is based on the person's ability to take stress, basically, right?
Right.
So I might have a traumatic experience, and your traumatic experience might be way worse than mine, but my trauma scale might be higher than yours. So it's based on the person's resilience, right? So
Right.
we know that post-traumatic stress is something that can happen. You can be in a relationship and have a narcissistic partner.
Right.
Traumatic.
Right.
You can, I had a client, and he said, his mom used to pick him up every day late after school. And he would sit there, and that was something that he could never get over. That
wow.
So he developed anxiety.
Wow.
And so it can be as small as that.
Yeah.
That's why it's so important to release stored trauma in the body, because sometimes I'll just be doing a massage on a client and they'll start crying.
Wow.
Right? And you can see the emotional release. It might be lodged in the legs, the back, and most of the time the stress and the tension is a lodged emotion. Right. It's caused from some type of traumatic experience that you experienced in your life.
Yes.
Right? And to release.
Yes. So, what about meditation and yoga?
It's the best thing. Again, something our community, they don't want to hear the word yoga. They want to hear the word Holy Spirit. Right?
Yes.
But let's be real. It's all the same thing. Like I said, the meditation or the intention is what you want. You want you want your God, you want your spirit, you want your energy to be healed. Yeah. So you're sitting in a place of a serene space, and you might be sitting, stretching, whatever, and that stretching is releasing the trauma, basically, is what yoga is. A lot of those yoga poses help to release trauma in the body.
Right.
Right, and align you with whatever it is. If you believe in the sun and the moon, the stars, the Holy Spirit, same energy at the end of the day, which is a healing energy.
Right. Yeah, because, again, religion teaches us all different kind of thing. But, as you say, overall, you have to have peace with yourself.
That's right.
Mm-hmm.
That's right, because, now doing metaphysics, every disease is caused by an emotion, wow. Right? So you might have a broken heart. All of a sudden, you develop heart disease.
Right.
Right? You might not speak. You might stop speaking. You're not speaking up for yourself. You develop thyroid problems.
Wow.
Right? So every disease has a connection.
Right.
Yeah, it's so weird.
Yeah.
Yes. So it's so crazy when you find out someone else is making you sick, or your own thoughts are making you sick.
Right.
Right? That's why it's so important to heal the mind, because the mind is what actually sets off everything in the body.
Right. I think that makes a lot of sense there, and again, it starts with peace, and it starts with self-care, as you say, and as we say, self-care is not only just about doing your nails and your toes, it's inwardly. What you breathe in is what you're going to give out. If you get up angry every day, that's how your whole day will be. If you get up in the morning and say, oh gosh, I'm having a bad day, you're speaking things into the existence, and you're calling that on yourself. So you always have to have positive thoughts, positive things around you. Forgive, so that built up resentment wouldn't be inside of you, that it will cause like a cancer to eat you away. And then you have no peace. Yeah.
Exactly. And that's why it's so important. Now we have the international retreats. Hopefully, I can get out your way, and we can have some retreats out there where we're actually doing a 2 to 4 day healing retreat where we have life coaches. We do the whole cleansing baths and meditation workshops, and just having you release a lot of the trauma that you've built up over the years. And I've had so many women just heal, and that's when they actually move into their actual purpose, because a lot of these women, they want to start their own business. You cannot start your own business if you're all over the place, right? So there's a healing that has to happen within yourself to even attract the abundance that you want in your family, in your business, in your life.
Right.
So it's so important that we're doing these healing and releasing, if you want to call them rituals, workshops, or whatever, to balance our bodies so that we're just living our amazing life.
Right. So these seminars and stuff that you have, how long does it last?
Well, we have a 2-day one that we do here in Ontario, and a 4-day one that we're going to be doing in Tobago in 2023. So
nice.
Usually it's a small group of women.
Right.
We do 4 to 5 women at a time because it is a healing space. We find a really nice serene spot, so beautiful cottage or somewhere really nice where it's
peaceful
nature,
right.
Peaceful. And we do a lot of, we have the life coaches that can come and give you one-on-one sessions and really get to the root of the trauma. We have the trauma massage, the aromatherapy, just really nice 2 or 3 days where you can release, relax, and heal, most importantly, right?
Right.
And heal with the elements, because we all know that the natural elements combined with the healing also helps, right?
Right. Tamara, I think that's a great idea what you and your group is doing. And I think that once you come our way to New York, I have friends in Florida. I have friends from all over the world that watch this program. But I know too that you go back Trinidad a lot. I know that you were doing a lot of training over there also. I saw you in Europe too last year, I think. So you're going around doing this stuff. And I think that it is great, especially to share knowledge, especially now as we go back to basic and do the right things to our body. Treat the body right.
Yeah, treating the body right. Once you treat the body right, the mind is right, and everything aligns in your life and in and your surroundings, and that's what it's all about.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It really starts with you. Like every single class and workshop I've learned, I went to Germany for the last 8 months, and I was just learning, going to workshops about healing, and they all started with the self-love. Right? So it's you that is the conductor of your own destiny. So if you're bitter, if you're not releasing, that's what you're going to attract as well, right?
But Tamara, but how some people could start self-love, because for some people it's difficult, For some people it's just difficult for them to release. What is the first step you think that they need to do to release? Because some of them cannot, some of them don't know how.
Well, it starts with number 1, removing anybody that is not supporting you from around you.
So like toxic people, toxic
people, get rid of them, because it's an energy. Sometimes you're good, you know already, and then you have somebody around you with the bad little vibes coming into right?
Yeah.
Sometimes it's not even you, you're just on your little journey.
Yes.
And people's energy. So if you are around a group of people and you're not feeling motivated and you're not feeling like you want to do more, that energy is not correct.
Right.
Remove yourself from the energy. If you're in a relationship where your partner is not pouring love and support into you, get away from it, right? So in these retreats, we have narcissistic abuse, how narcissism looks, right? How that looks in a relationship on both ends, man and woman, right? Because you can have a narcissistic mom that can, cause you not to set your boundaries.
Right.
So not setting your boundaries will also cause you to be on a line. So you might not be a bad person, but you keep attracting these low lives.
Yeah.
You don't know why. Because you're setting your boundaries and saying, listen, I have to honor myself. I have to honor what it is I want before I can do anything else.
Right.
Right?
Right. Carrie's saying some people just have some bad vibes. We know.
Some people just have some bad vibes. That's all. Right? So, I don't know how to say it. Some people just have bad vibes.
Carrie said plain and simple. Carrie, you're right. Some people just have bad vibes. They're laughing.
I see them lies. Right? So that's the number one thing. It's just removing that type of energy from around you. And if it's a situation where, I work with a lot of women that were abused, so they're in a house with a demon. Right? You would say they're living with the entity, right?
Yeah.
So you gotta find a way. If that means you have to go outside for 10 minutes a day and just get into nature where you're aligning yourself, right? So you're getting stronger and stronger so that you can leave and put yourself in a better situation. Because most of the times when you're feeling that way, it's because of what is going on around you.
Yeah. And what about those men who treat these women so bad that they feel trapped, and they don't know to help themselves better? What advice you have for them?
Well, again, that's it. There's so many women in toxic relationships, right? And these toxic relationships, like I said, you can call them generational curse, you can call it whatever you want, bad vibes, but it's about you realizing this is not who I want to be or who I want to be with, and setting your boundaries with that person, right? Because at the end of the day, it's all you, right? Because you're damned if you do, you're damned if you don't. You pick up somebody bad, they're going to tell you, well, you had no right to pick up that person. You should have known better.
Yeah.
Right? So at the end of the day, that's what it's all about. It's about you knowing that you are worth having a good person in your life. You're worth, being loved. You're worth rest, because Black women, we don't rest, but we deserve, me, I'm always saying some shit on Facebook. They blocked me for 20 days because I'm like, normalize Black women getting rest. Like,
yeah.
We carry the weight of the world on our shoulders, and we've been taught to, the harder you work, the better you are. No.
Yeah.
It's rest and relaxation that we have sacrificed, and it's at the expenses of our health. So I'm seeing a lot of women, Black men and Black women, and yes, they might have a great job and they have a great career, but their health is declining.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. Nicole is saying it's draining when there is negative energy around. And Dana is saying I well smiling. Correct, Nicole? Yeah, because let me tell you, that energy, they just want to suck the daylight out of you. For real. Yeah, bad energy, as Carrie said, they just have bad vibes. So you just try to get yourself out of that situation and away. Remove yourself so you could get some self-peace. Yeah, self-peace. You know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Because it's all about your mindset and your healing that matters at the end of the day. Because, those who, now we know, we've been taught of heaven and hell. When you go, I'm not talking to you and you're not talking to me. I had to talk for myself.
Right. Right.
Yeah. So it's all about your healing that's most important.
Peace of mind. Carrie said peace of mind. And I think so, because most of us need a peace of mind. Because let me tell you, Tammy, I try to get 8 to 9 hours rest every day. Nobody is stealing my joy. I do allow it. I do allow the negativity, and I go into bed with a peace of mind when the night comes. A lot of people don't have the peace that I have, but I have a peace.
That's right. And that's what it's all about. Not, maybe I can't do all of it today, so I'm going to do a little bit today and then do a little bit tomorrow.
Yeah,
I don't have to prove to anybody that I'm a workhorse.
Right.
I don't have to make dinner every single night.
Right.
I don't have to do everybody's laundry all at once.
Right.
I need to ask for help. I'm going to tell my husband tonight I'm not cooking. Maybe you can bring home dinner tonight since I cooked the last 3 nights.
Right.
But maybe I can't do the laundry this week. Can you help me with the laundry, guys?
Right.
because I also have to go to work and I'm also doing this thing called life. So it's about even setting our boundaries for ourselves, because it's like when God sees us not taking care of our bodies, it's like, okay, I gave you this temple. You're supposed to be loving your body and loving yourself.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. Carrie's saying, I'm peaceful all by myself. Dana is saying, I have to learn to stop letting my job stress me out. Nicole is saying it's a give and take situation. Yeah, but you know, some people really have stressful jobs too, Tamara. Some people have demanding jobs. That is why, people ask me, Phyllis, you work in Delta all these years. You don't want to be... No, I don't want to be nothing. Because they give you the cell phone, and when they call you, you have to answer whether you're on vacation, no vacation, because you have that supervisor role and you have to answer to the big bosses when they call. Whether you're on shift, you're off shift, you have to have this phone like that is your God. No, I don't want no position. That's why I never take a position in my job. Because it's demanding. You don't have a life.
You know? So it's also about knowing what works with you. And a lot of us are working not in our integrity because we want to have the title and we want to have the big, I work for the government. And this time you're losing your hair, you have fibroids.
Yes.
A whole heap of thing going on because this job is stressing you out,
yes.
right? Is it really worth it? So you had a great job for 30 years, but you might live 5 years after you retire.
Yeah, because I noticed people who retire always die a year after or some months after they retire. Huh? I just be like, what?
Their life was their job.
Yeah.
So, they went into life 9 to 5. They didn't find a purpose in life. They didn't find a balance.
Yes.
They were in the rat race.
Yes.
And that's it. You croak at 66.
Yeah, boy, for real. Carrie is saying, yes, them damn school children in the school bus is stressful because she's a bus driver.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Yeah, these children are bad these days.
Yeah.
Hey, just put in your high frequency music and play it throughout the bus and pop it down.
I know, right? Nicole is saying, when you retire, all your money going in medical bills. It's true. Medical bills and saving all this money for these children, and when they get old, they don't have no time with you.
Right, but folks home and die, you done day.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So it's about us really taking care of ourselves so that we're living longer, healthier, more fulfilled lives, and not sacrificing our happiness, our health at the expense of others. Right? Because if you're truly loved, that those people around you are showing you love, they're giving you love, they're because love is an action as well, right?
Right.
So you actually feel and go and attract different when you have good people around you as well.
Dana's saying that's why she live and enjoy it, and Nicole saying they spend it faster than you save it. So again, and that's why I just can't understand people and say, I wait until I retire to when you retire, you can't even walk a stairs up, you can't enjoy your vacation, you're in a wheelchair. I mean, live life to the fullest.
If you make it to the vacation, right?
Yeah.
Because that's what it's about. They give you 65 years to work your ass off, 9 to 5.
Yeah.
Right? You work for a job that if you died tomorrow would replace you in 2 seconds.
Yes. Yeah, and I just always tell them, we are just a number like our social security. You're just a number on your job.
Just a number.
Yeah.
Right? So it's about knowing about our purpose and living out our dreams and doing it right here on earth. Because heaven and hell is right here on earth, if you ask me.
Right.
So you make it what you think,
right.
Basically, right?
Right.
So it's all about your mind, because everybody used to say, you're just the way your mind is.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So now I get that.
Yeah. When Ita is saying when Ita is saying well said, it's true, because your mind. That's why I always have to renew my mind and ask God to renew my mind, because sometimes, when we don't renew this mind, all kind of thing tends to want to step into your mind, You know, so your mindset, and we have to change our mindset and go with the flow. You understand? You have some people just stuck in the way. They don't like change. They ain't changing. I ain't changing. This is me. Blah, 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 blah. The mindset is just stagnant. You understand? Those people, yeah, you know what I'm saying? You have to change your mindset. They're stuck.
They're stuck. And I mean, you're seeing a lot of the older generation, especially with the men, because they've burnt all their bridges. They're dying alone in the old folks' home. They don't have any connection because they've broken all their family bonds, right? So it's about, like I said, the healing has to be done in order to fill the gaps, the single moms and the absentee fathers and the toxic families. So it's about the self-healing and the self-love that has to be done, because that's what they, and you guys know they when I speak, that's what they did. They broke down our family units, they broke our men, they broke our women, and made us feel like we weren't anything. So now an awakening is happening, and Black people are taking back their power by loving themselves, by setting their boundaries. Right.
So what advice you have in wrapping up about, you know, the healing journey and stuff for people out there? Give them your handle where they can get information. They can follow you on Instagram, on Facebook. You can give them the handles.
Right. So I'm on Instagram at Spiritual Sisters International. So we're gonna you can check out the retreats and the workshops there and the seminars. So we're gonna be, like I said, after this we're gonna talk about me possibly coming out to the US and doing some of these retreats. Or you can travel to Tobago. We're going to have some in Bali, which is going to be really nice. So that's going to be on the website. We have also on Facebook, Spiritual Sisters. We have the New Plus Ultra, New Body Sculpt. That's NEUE Body Sculpt for our body sculpting and our wellness spas. And yeah, it's all about, like I said, the self-love and the self-care. Before you can heal anybody, you have to heal yourself.
Yourself first.
Right?
Yes.
That's what it's all about.
Okay, so right now I have a trivia for you. And I do 20 because I know you'll be interested with these, okay? And you're the first one that you have these 20 to pick from. So it's called Ditch It or Keep It, okay? So you're ditching or you're keeping. All right, let's start. Doubles or Pylori?
Boy, I'm keeping it.
Which one?
Boy, the doubles I keep. I can ditch the Pylori.
You're keeping the doubles. All right, okay. Rum or wine?
I'll ditch the rum. I'm ascending.
Nicole said tonight was very interesting. Thank you, Nicole. Bake and shack or bake and saltfish?
Oh God, I can't. No, you can't pick between those ones.
So you're keeping it. You're keeping both of them. Oh God. Watch that. I'm giving you a challenge here tonight. All right. Rice and peas or fried rice?
I could ditch the rice and peas.
She can't choose. They ain't saying you can't choose. You have to ditch one or keep one. Here, Nicole, now she loves everything so far.
Everything so far. Oh, why are you doing that? You could not say something like burgers and doubles.
Yeah.
And the Pylori, the saltfish and the bacon shop. Come on now.
All right. Okay. All right. So you want the rice and peas and the fried rice too? He's a foodie. Yeah. All right. Number five. Macaroni pie or shepherd's pie?
Shepherd's pie can go. Bye-bye.
Macaroni pie, right? Okay. Currants roll
You give me
or
macaroni pie.
currants roll or coconut roll?
Correct, so I keep it.
All right. There's our next one. Trinidad Carnival or Toronto Carnival?
Toronto Carnival can go. Thank you. Bye-bye.
All right.
Bye.
Okay. Boat ride or boat rides or zip lining?
Every time anytime when Naya tried to take me ziplining in Trinidad, I still waiting. She got off. He's still waiting to push me, so ziplining can go.
All right. Okay.
You're so embarrassing.
You're not adventurous. All right. Okay. Ripe mangoes or mango chow?
God. I'm gonna say ripe mangoes just because I have to eat that every day. It's healthy. Mangoes are a great source of fiber.
Yeah,
So
I have that every day myself. Every day I have mangoes. All right.
Right.
Okay, this one, number 10. You're doing good. You're doing good. Pork or beef?
I can dish you pork and the beef.
Okay, so you're vegan.
Yeah.
All right. Corn meal. Huh?
Chicken and fish.
Chicken and fish? Okay.
I'll eat chicken and fish.
All right. Cornmeal porridge or oatmeal porridge?
Oh, and oatmeal can go.
Mm-hmm. And that is very healthy for you, eh?
I know. The cornmeal tastes better.
All right. Okay.
Good taste.
Yes. Number 12. Corn soup or fish broth?
God. God. The corn soup.
The corn soup.
I need the fish broth.
Yeah. All right.
I
Okay.
hope for the fish broth.
Okay. Carnival Monday or Carnival Tuesday?
Carnival Tuesday could go.
Okay. Carnival Monday. All right.
The Monday is for me.
Sporty dressing or casual dressing?
Well, if it's up to me, I'd wear heels to the gym. So I would
Yeah.
say
Sporty.
dressing can go.
Yeah. Okay. Good. All right.
Because we got to.
Natural hair or extensions?
The extension's going to have to go.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, natural girl now. Okay, hear this one now. You're foodie or you're health conscious?
Oh, who guys are foodie? I'm a foodie. I'm trying hard. All of this stuff is new to me. I even trying to act. I be falling off all the time.
Yeah.
I love food.
Good. All right, you're doing good. 17. Gym or walking? Okay, all right. Sneakers or sandals? Okay. And tribe or Ronnie and Caro? And the, and the last one, coconut water or Morbi? Coconut water, right? Well, you see, that wasn't too hard. You enjoyed the segment. Ditch it or keep it, but it's a foodie because you nearly keep all of it. Yeah. Yeah. So Tamara, I just want to say thank you so much in closing. You know, that I know you calling me from Canada. I have friends all over, and thank you for being a sister friend for all these years. Continue to be on that journey.
Not a problem. Anytime. You know, we have to hook up. It's been, we had the last 2 years of COVID, which was weird.
Yeah.
So we have to get back to our traveling and meeting up and just doing what we do best, which is just love on each other.
Yes.
Support each other.
Yes. So in closing, Tamara, what special words you want to say?
Basically, just love you, love yourself, set your boundaries, do your meditation, eat clean when you can, and live your best life. It's all about your mind.
Good, good, good. All right. So there, guys, you had it with Tamara Carter. Talking a little bit about our health journey and seeing about ourselves. Tamara, it was a pleasure having you. You're welcome to come back on Motivational Monday anytime, my friend. Love you, love you, love you. Okay?
Thank you. I love you, sister. Have a wonderful night.
And
thanks everyone who joined into the conversation.
right, and you can also watch this episode. I'll upload it on my YouTube channel also. Okay? I'll send the information for you. Yes, yes.
Perfect.
All right.
All right, congratulations on your podcast. You're doing amazing. I love Motivational Mondays. We need it.
Thank you. Thank you. Until Naya, say good night, okay?
Yes, I will.
All right.
Okay,
Bye.
Bye.
All right. Yes, guys. So here you had it with Tamara, just chilling with us and stuff. Thank you, everybody, for locking in. Thank you, Juanita, Carrie, Betty, and Dane, Anthony, Melvin, everybody who locked in, Nicole, my loyal people who, since I've started, still with me a year and a half, and we going strong. Just a reminder, guys, on Saturday, I'm having my 18th barbecue blessing. It's in Queens, my backyard. It's $40 with a bottle. Food inclusive. Come out. The theme this year is black and white. And, just come, mingle, hang. And, we rocking. It's just our vibes. All right. Follow me, guys. Facebook, Phyllis Worrell. Instagram, Traveling Rose. And lock in to my YouTube channel. Please subscribe. Phyllis Worrell. You catch me on YouTube. You could catch multiple episodes. And you can go back tonight and check out Tamara and myself talking about the healing journey for women and men. All right. Stay tuned for next week's God's willing. I have a special guest coming. She's an author also. I'll tell you more about it, And love in the house. Please stay safe. Once again, if you're celebrating a birthday, happy birthday. Melvin, you always locked in. Thank you. Florida in the house. Canada. Trinidad. You guys rock. All right. Carrie, thank you. Good night, everyone. Be safe out there. Be safe. Be safe. Love in the house. Okay. Have a good night. See you guys next week. God's willing.